Oh,
Okay, there.
hello. I wasn't sure if you were like
Alrighty.
starting or not.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Hello.
I
Hello,
can't hear you
Nisi.
very well.
Me?
No. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
That's really weird. Oh, maybe this is why. Okay, problem solved.
Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute. I thought the problem was only on my end when I forgot to turn my volume
No,
up.
what happened was my arm that I have my tablet on, it went down. I don't know, it's giving me a hard time. And it was going down, and then the tablet slipped over and it pressed the sound button.
Whoops. Hey,
Hi,
Nisi.
Nisi.
Hello.
How are you doing? Good to see you. So you know Mara, Nisi? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Nisi is one of my favorite people that I've gotten to know in the YouTube streets.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Nisi. I like Nice too. And Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Alice Burns. Welcome, Alice. I don't know.
Hello. Hello,
Welcome.
Michelle.
Welcome up to everybody coming in. You got to meet her in October. How nice is that?
Oh no, she gets to. Yeah, we
Oh,
get to meet each other
coming.
in October.
Okay, you're going to like a yarn thing or something? And
Right. In
yeah.
Boise. We will
Okay.
both be in Boise.
Oh, that's amazing. Hi, Nifty. How are you?
Hello, Nikki.
Welcome in. Welcome, Michelle. Good to have you. You
Just want to
can't
make
say you're
sure.
getting ready to have dinner with your father-in-law, but wanted to give my thumbs and say hi to all. Well, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. I don't know why I made myself a hot tea when it's 90 degrees out, but
Oh, well, I made myself a hot tea, but it's definitely not 90 here.
like I say, in Canada, it's like not everywhere in Canada, but where I live, it's like really hot and really cold and very
Mm-hmm.
little in between. It used to be, we used to have 4 seasons. Like when I was a kid, we had summer, spring, fall, and winter. And now we just have fall. We just have winter and summer. There's nothing in between.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, in Oregon, we get all the seasons and I just love it. I like having like the windy color changes and
Yeah.
all the fall weather. And then going into winter, I love it when we get snow. We don't always get snow here, but sometimes we do. When we do, we'll often get like a bunch of snow. We'll get like no snow and then we'll get a bunch of snow.
Yeah.
Snowmageddon. And then in the spring, I love it. All the trees blossom and everything. And then of course summer.
Yeah. Oh, I love the northwest coast. I've been back and forth that way my whole life. I stopped going back and forth once my daughter was born and my mother got older.
Yes. Hello, Dawn. And hello, Mary.
Hi, Dawn. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. I believe Dawn is on here next week. I don't count on my memory, but I think Dawn is on next week. I forgot about you last week. I apologize. Just my memory. Nothing personal.
That's okay. That's all right.
Melanie's Crocheted Dolls. Welcome, Melanie. I was at
Hello,
your house
Melanie.
last night. I was at your house, Melanie, looking at your dolls. I'm getting into doll makers, making dolls for the kids for the children's hospital, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I could never, ever do what she does. It's so amazing, so amazing, so
Wow.
talented.
Yeah, I know. I still think back to the first time I was watching her channel, and behind her, she has a picture of dolls. It's so realistic. I thought it was the real dolls on display behind her.
Uh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi T, how are you? If you guys don't know T, Bountiful Crochet Creations, she's a new YouTuber. She's a little on the shy side, So I'm trying to get her out there because she's very talented and she's got a lot of good things, and she's a really good person, a beautiful soul. So please go over and Dawn, can you do me a favor and put a link in for Bountiful Crochet Creations tea? She's brand new. Brand new. I think she's got like just a couple hundred subscribers. She's
Okay. Well, I'll
new
go over
baby.
and check her out.
She's
And
been
hello,
very
Kathy. You're
supportive.
not late. We just
Yeah.
got started 6 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'll have to. Hi, Kathy. How are you? You're not late. We just got here. We're just still chit chatting. We haven't even got into the anything yet. No.
Yeah.
I want to
Yes.
introduce you, Kathy, but you probably wouldn't come up here, would you? I think you're one of the ones that just likes to watch. Yes, of course, DT. You're such a wonderful person. You're exhausted, yeah. Yeah. Hello, Mary. How are you doing? Good to see
So
you.
far, so good. I have to admit, though, I got home and I gave my dog a bath because she was overdue for a bath. And and then I just felt so tired. I sat down on the couch and I fell asleep listening to Granny D.
Aw.
Well, but I took a little bit of a cat nap, set an alarm, wanted to make sure I was up, but yeah.
Yeah.
My weekend driving up to Washington, which is about not quite 4 hours drive each way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it just wore me out. Got up super early on Saturday, and then anyway, driving on Saturday and then driving it home yesterday. Yeah, I think it kind of wore me out.
Right back to work. That's
Yeah,
toxic for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So, um, Myra, why don't you tell me about a little bit about yourself and your crochet journey, if you will?
Sure, sure. Um, I uh, I got started crocheting like as a preteen. My mom taught me. She taught me like basically how to make a hot pad, right? I started out with a loom. You know how where you make those looms with the little stretchy
Yeah.
fabric or like t-shirt type fabric, make like a pot holder or something. And then, she got me a crochet hook and
This stuff.
yeah, that's probably, they were like in loops and you would stick the loops over the pegs of the loom.
Yeah.
It was like in a square shape. Anyway, I I did that. Actually, my mom was a very crafty person and she liked to do, like she made dolls herself, ceramic dolls where she got the raw porcelain shapes and sanded them down and we had a kiln and she would put them in the kiln for the first firing, take them out and sand them down again, and then paint them and put in their eyes and all the, or,
Wow.
well, no, the eyes wouldn't go in till after. Then they would get fired again and they would come out like finished essentially. And then she would get hair onto them and she'd put their little eyes in and eyelashes. And she had a friend who would sew them clothes and stuff. And so
Wow.
my mom made like 30 or something porcelain dolls and I think for me like growing up that was the main craft she did. And gosh, I haven't thought about that in years. But anyway, but she also crocheted and she liked to do like make ornaments similar to this. Let me show you. This is an ornament I bought from Nancy, Little Treasures by Nancy.
Oh, so
So
cute.
Yeah, this one has fabric on it, but my mom would take the pins and all the little beads, and then she would load up the pin with the beads and then stick them in, into the ball. And so she made a lot of really beautiful ornaments that way. And then so crochet wasn't that she didn't do that much crochet. She did so many other things, but she would get dish towels and cut them in half
Yeah.
and then crochet the little top parts onto them with
Yeah.
the buttons and stuff so that you could hang it from
I
your
love those.
oven and whatever. And so
Yeah.
anyway, so she gave me some of her yarn and a hook and then taught me how to do the chaining. And of course you chain and you chain for a while and then you're like, what am I going to do with
Yeah.
this?
I remember
Then I
knowing how to
learned how
chain,
to,
not knowing how to do anything else.
yeah, I learned how to do a single crochet and a double crochet. And then I became a teenager and I was like, okay, don't need to do this anymore. And I did other crafty things like the loom and I don't know, stuff like that. And then when I went,
Sorry.
well, that's it.
I was just gonna stop and say hello to everybody that's coming in from the moonlit party. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Yes.
I
Hello,
just
Veronica, Nessa,
yeah. Jane,
Antonio, and
Crowder,
Caroline, Katie K.
Panda Bears in the house.
Hello, Margaret.
Ray, Carly Crochet. Hey Barb, how are you doing? Jerry, Mr. Chandal, Marilyn's here, and Nessa. And last week I got Nessa and Nisi figured out.
Yay!
Yay! And Caroline's here.
Yes, Yarn Barb. Hello, Paula, Mimi.
Sherry knows how to do. Sherry knows. Thank you for reminding everybody to do the thummies. GDR, welcome, welcome. Glad everybody is here. If you like what you see and you enjoy hanging out here, think about maybe joining the channel. Uh, not what do you call it? Subscribing to the channel. Hello, Mama Wedge. Tina, hello. I met Tina this week in person. Tina Lynn
Awesome.
and I live in the same city. She
Oh,
came,
wow. That's so cool.
yeah, and yeah. So we were just talking, and Mara was telling me about her mother and how she taught her how to crochet.
Yeah. So, I mean, and actually, I think my aunt, her mom, was from Germany, and she used to come and visit from Germany. She'd stay for a period of time like she'd go back to Germany for a couple of months or something, and then she'd come back and stay with my aunt and my uncle. And when I would go over to my uncle's house, then and I called her Oma, and she I think also contributed to my interest in crochet as a child because she would sit there and crochet really nice doilies.
Yeah,
And she gave me a lot of doilies that she had made, and that was really neat because I took them to college with me and everything, and I laid them out, and I would put my little knickknacks on the door, the lace
yeah,
doilies that my Oma, who was not really my my Oma, she's basically more like a great aunt or something.
yeah.
Um, but
Fun.
then after college, I took an interest back up in all kinds of crafts again. I started doing like bracelet making and just card making, scrapbooking, and yeah. Then I got married. Now, before I got married, when I was dating my husband, I I went to a store. It was like New York Fabrics down in California because that's where I grew up, is
Okay.
in the Bay Area. And my mom took me to a fabric shop and they had yarn. So I picked up some yarn. I saw a granny square blanket and I got the pattern and got the yarn that was called for on there and took it home and just started to read the instructions and kind of like learn how to do it. And I tried to ask my mom for help, but it was calling for front post double crochets and back post double crochets. And my mom had never done that kind of crochet. She pretty much a double crochet, maybe a triple crochet. I don't know. But anyway, and over the course of a summer, I made like 108 of these little squares and figured out, and I kind of had to teach myself how to do the front post double crochet, but for years I didn't do it right. I wasn't, but whatever,
Yeah, you didn't know any better.
I created my own stitch. It wasn't around the post. I just put it around like the top part of the stitch. So it wasn't grabbing the, I don't know how, if I had something, all right. So like, here's just this. So instead of putting it around the post, I think I just put it, through this top loop and then back through.
Okay.
So instead of being down here, gosh, hard to, instead of being like that, I had it like that. And now it's hard to see the difference. It's still, I think it came out really great. I ended up making this blanket, and the squares sat in the box for a while till I finally put them together.
Yeah.
And after I got married, a couple months later, my dad passed away. And then a couple months after that, my best friend, who was my maid of honor, she was killed in a motorcycle accident.
Oh my goodness.
And then my husband lost an aunt a couple months later. It was like every couple of months the first year we got married. A couple months later, then one of my brothers passed away, and I had made that blanket for him, so then my mom said, well, do you want the blanket back? And I was like, well, okay. And then his kids were kind of just preteen and teen at the time when he died. And so anyway, and then I made another blanket that was the same. So I did make that blanket twice. And pretty much since marriage, I just have been crocheting like either on the looms, like made hats on the looms or scarves on the looms, and then started making, hats and stuff for my kids. And yeah, I would say it's probably more in the last 10, 15 years that I started making doilies, and yeah, just that's it.
Cool. Hi Regina, how are you doing? Tony is asking, Miss Shannon, hope you're having a good Monday. And Miss Mara, I lost count of the days. Has summer arrived? I know it's not yet, eh?
No,
Mara's the teacher,
6.5 more
she's
days of
all the
school.
6.5 more days?
Yeah, 6.5 more days of school.
Okay. Hi Amy Davis, welcome to the channel. And Don Ferryland, welcome, welcome. Regina, good to have you here. Hi Zoila, how are you, love? Thank you for what you do. I don't know, you must sleep well at night. I don't know. Hello Tammy, Amy Davis, welcome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Chris Kaleidoscope, glad to have you here.
Hey Chris K. Wow, so many people. And there's Joseph. Hello. I totally came home. I gave my dog a bath. I was planning to go to the party like after Granny D's. I was gonna, and I fell asleep during Granny D. I don't even know at what point.
Hi BJ, how are you doing?
Gosh.
Want to get together with you later on. I'm gonna connect with you. I want to ask you if you want to come up on the live at some point with me in July. So I'll get back to you on that. Starbright, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you.
Everyone.
Mr. Moss sent you over. That's good. Barbara Cabrera, welcome. Yeah, great stories about how you learned to crochet. We always like to ask the question over here. What is your favorite crochet hook? Number and brand.
Oh, okay. Well, the the clover is quickly becoming my favorite. However, I'm just kind of a plain boy hook person, just aluminum or steel or whatever. Not steel, but I was gonna say.
Yeah, I started out with that. I started out with these. I got them on Amazon. I only started crocheting a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
started out with a pack of these from Amazon. And I was
Mhm.
getting a sore elbow. And my friend Brenda gave me one of these. And then I was sold.
Yeah.
Then my
Yeah.
daughter bought me the whole pack of all the clovers. I just missing the 9. She's getting it for me though too.
Oh wow. Well, that's cool.
My daughter
Um,
loves that
Sunita
clover.
gave me a set of clovers, and so I've been using them a lot. I think probably the 5.5 millimeter is my favorite size
Yeah,
hook. So yeah,
yeah. I wish the 6 was a different color because I like my colors. I like bright colors. And
exactly. I know. It's
my
like
favorite hook
I
was like
like
brown,
green. I
but it's
like
not
green, but
orange
I
brown.
wish it was like a hot
It's not
pink
very
or
nice.
purple or lavender or
Yeah,
light blue.
the little
Like
ones are all nice colors. Like that's nice.
I
The
wish
big
this
ones,
one was the eye.
I know the big ones are nice. I mean, look at these. These are pretty. Like, why can't
Yeah,
you put the common ones in nice colors? I don't understand. How about this one? Ooh, that's nice.
that is pretty. That's a big. That's very big.
Yeah, that's a 8.
You
Yeah,
know, and I have. I had a furls. I won a furls from Daigo like last summer, and it came and I. It was just so much heavier than my my aluminum style hooks. It was like
yeah.
3 times as heavy.
Wow.
So my eye hook was like 9 grams, and when I put the furls onto my little scale, it was 20 25 grams or something. So not quite 3 times as
Wow.
heavy. And I was like, my old kind of pre-arthritic hands
Tell me
are
about
not
it.
are not wanting to hold something so heavy.
Yeah. What I like about
It's so
clovers
pretty though.
is they're so light. Like, and they're like, oh, I got this one. They just feel so good in your hand.
Hmm.
They just feel good.
Yeah. I used to buy those little grips, and I would slide them over my aluminum hooks,
Yeah.
to put my hand in a more natural position.
Yeah.
I'm a pencil hold.
Okay.
That's how I hold my hook.
Uh,
And
I guess this is
you're
a
like a
yeah.
knife hold or a flute. Sometimes I think
I used to play the
Sandrine
flute.
from Purple Crochet and More, she calls it like a flute hook.
I used to play the flute.
Oh, did you?
The flute is held like this, like this, and
Yeah.
I'm like this.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a
So that's more like the knife hold.
yeah, yeah. It's weird, eh? How you naturally crochet differently.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just whatever is most
I tried to do it
comfortable for
like
you.
this once. I tried, and there's just no way it wasn't happening. It just was not working.
Hmm. I think it's why when I mean I'm trying to this year I was trying to learn to knit, so every so often I pull out my little knit project and I do a couple of rows, and it's not natural for me because I'm a pen. I'm so used to doing like this
Yeah.
that to switch to a different position, and I think that's why like Tunisian doesn't come as naturally for me. I like to do Tunisian, but I have to hold my hook more like in the knife style for
Uh,
Tunisian, or more similarly to like if you were knitting.
yeah.
So I'm just not used to it.
Speaking of Tunisian, here comes Michael, the MDL crochet. Welcome,
Mhm.
welcome, love.
Hello. Misa
Hello.
says that she's a flute holder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me is a knife holder. I've tried pencil hold and I just can't do that. LOL.
Said you don't know, Jill, I wanted to say hi to you, Jill.
Yeah,
Jill was on here a few weeks ago. If you're into true crime, Jill does crochet and true crime on Friday night. I
I
love that place. Now I'm addicted. Well, I was always crocheting to true crime, so I have a channel now where I can go and talk about both.
yeah, fun, right?
Amazing,
I
amazing.
think somebody needs to do like write a fictional story about that includes crochet, but also like crime and somehow solving crime or something. A little bit of fiber fiction.
Yeah, I think Jill needs to do that book.
Yeah,
Margaret, I'm trying to pronounce your name. Su Su Suaya. Margaret Suaya. Suaya? Margaret Suaya. I'm sorry, Margaret. I have a problem with language, so I'm bad on a good day. Marilyn Chapman. Yes, I said hello to you. I said hello to
right.
Jill. So, what grade do you teach, Mara? Mara's a teacher.
Well, I'm an instructional assistant,
Okay.
and so I work at an elementary school and do reading and math as well as other stuff
Yeah.
around. So I get to work with most of the grades at the school
Yeah.
this year. And every year it kind of changes where I spend more time in one grade or another. But this year I was in third and fifth grades for working with kids that were struggling with reading
Yeah.
and that have been struggling with reading and math.
Yeah.
And then I also worked with some kindergartners, and then I get to do lunch duties and recess duties. And
That sounds like
it was
fun.
so funny because the whole year I was saying it was my fifth year, but it was really, I'm just completing my fourth full year at the school.
Sounds like
And
me.
I'll be starting my fifth year. But a year before, I worked as a sub, and I would go around the various school districts and fill in for people that were absent. And also I worked at a, a Catholic school for a while where my kids went to school, and so I got to work as an instructional assistant there.
Oh, cool.
Back in 2015, I did an online program to become a dyslexia tutor.
Yeah.
And so, in addition to working at the school, I have a few students that I tutor in, mostly in reading, but I also have a math student that I work with.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say about that?
But I love it. I think if I had to choose, I probably would like to work, with between kinder and second grade. Those are like my favorite grades to work with. But third, yeah, I've really grown to love the kids in third and fifth that I worked with this year
I
too.
think third and fifth grade is they're just at a great stage in life.
They are. They're just
Yeah.
starting to learn so much,
Yeah.
right? So when it comes to helping kids with reading, I'm sure I don't, many of you may have heard this, and this is not crochet related, but from kindergarten or from preschool through second grade, you're learning to read, and then from third grade on, you read to learn. And so I think I enjoy working with the kinder to second grade to help try to give them that foundation in reading that they're going to need, because they have to be able to take off in reading and understand book language,
Yeah.
for text, so that they can read to learn as they continue through the years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amy says reading is so important, and that's too true. Too true.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. I
Oh,
have always loved reading.
I love to read too. Now I read on the tablet because I can't see the read on books anymore. But hello, Sherry.
Yeah.
Six people left because I asked them to give us a thumbs up. How rude. Kidding. Didn't see that Don Aaron is in the house.
Hello.
Oh, that Don Ferdinand, Don Yondo.
Reading is for humans. You know what? It's true. Reading is a man made construct. So,
Yes. Yeah. it's important that I keep reading. My neurologist told me that doing YouTube and crocheting is very good for my brain.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 'cause I have aphasia. I don't know if you know what that is.
Not exactly. I've heard the term before, but it's
Yeah,
been too long since I.
it's a language disorder. It's a language disorder that people get. Um, often when you most often hear about it when people have a stroke, they'll have a hard time talking because half their side is basically numb, not working
Yeah,
anymore.
maybe their stroke affected that verbal center or.
That's what happened with me. Is I I I had some seizures and then I couldn't breathe, and they had to put me in a coma. And while I wasn't able to breathe, that there was lack of oxygen to my brain, which damaged my language part of my brain.
Oh,
So I have
okay.
a problem with words. It's a really strange thing because I can't remember the names of people, places, or things, but I can remember everything else about it. It was a very strange
Mm,
phenomenon.
mhm.
But yeah,
Now, did you have to go through some kind of physical therapy or?
yeah. They want me to. I'm gonna get into speech therapy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was pretty good after after I came out of my coma. I had the major problem was trauma, um, and I had issues with language. But my issues with my language and my memory have just gotten really worse in the last year.
Mm.
It's almost like a form of dementia, but it's caused by the brain injury. So
Oh, okay.
carry on. I have to carry on. I have to carry on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Affects your speech too, Tammy? Yeah, she has MS. It's very similar. It was interesting though because when my daughter found me, I couldn't talk at all. I couldn't speak.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she called my name and she's talking to me, and I was going and I was trying to communicate with her, but I couldn't speak.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's interesting. But, so what are you crocheting?
Um, nothing right now.
Nothing at
No. I I have a couple projects that I put aside. I'm still finishing up my. I guess I could pull it back out of the bag. I took it up to Washington with me this weekend when I went up for the fiber fusion
Oh yeah, I want to hear about that after too, for sure.
Northwest, and I really didn't end up crocheting. It's like after you drive for 4 hours, you're just like, I don't really feel like crocheting. And but this is the second time I've gone to that event, and I really enjoyed it. Again, it was nice. We got to meet up with Carrie the Yarny Elephant and Jetton, which that's little Carrie, and her channel name is JETT1N. Jetton. She was up on my live last night with me because
Okay.
she's a spinner. She spins yarn, and um, so she like we had prearranged. She said, "I'm going to bring one of my my e spinner with me, and I'm going to show you how to spin." And so I was really excited to learn up
Yeah.
there. So Saturday after the live, and Carrie was volunteering at a booth because somebody was teaching a class and didn't have anybody to sell yarn and fiber for her. So Carrie and her husband were doing that. And after she finished up and got some lunch, then we got to sit down and I learned how to spin. And so I started contemplating, okay, do I want to buy one of these? Because I was thinking, I have this husband who's an engineer, but every time I've talked with him about building an electronic spinner, just getting the parts and putting one together, he's like, nah, I'm not really interested. So I was like, oh man, I'm either going to have to do it myself or I'm going to have to just buy one.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, Carrie texted me. She's like, I'll sell you mine used. And so I bought it from her, and Yeah, so I was really excited to bring it home, and she gave me some fiber to go along with it.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
was
and
thinking
so
about that at the festival there. My dad's an engineer. Well, he was. He's not. He's passed away, but yeah.
mhm,
Yeah. So
mhm.
so what was the festival or the yeah, it's an art yarn festival or fiber
Yeah,
fiber festival about.
yeah, I think it's very similar to ones that happen all over, the country and everything, but there's a lot of vendors and they're selling all their fiber related things. Well, not all are fiber related, but like some people have lotions and stuff, so they're selling lotion, but it's made out of goat's milk, right?
Okay.
And then other people have like pottery, but included with their pottery, they'll have yarn bowls. So even though they don't, all of their stuff is not related to like yarn bowls, then they've got like a pottery booth and um, other things. But there's yarn and fibers that you can buy and all kinds of accessories. I didn't see as many hooks there, but they appeal to both knitters, and they had a lot of weaving there too. So you could buy weaving
Okay.
tips and things for weaving. They had looms available for sale. You could get drop spindles and all kinds of stuff for
It's
spinning.
becoming so popular now.
It really is. It really is. And then there's also an area that have animals, and so you can go in and they had shearing demonstrations, so you could see the sheep or you know goats or whatever getting sheared.
Uh-huh.
And then they have fiber judging, and there's all kinds of classes and stuff that go on, with a variety of topics. So
So does it
dyeing
go
yarn.
from like getting the wool off the sheep to making the fiber into yarn? Like, just go through that whole thing if you wanted. You could go from one place to the next and end up with
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything related to dyeing at there.
no dyeing. Okay.
No, but if you they had classes on it. I think there was at least one class on learning how to dye fiber.
Hmm.
But I didn't take a class last year, and I didn't, take one this year. But
Yeah.
let me see. I got there. So this is their little, what do they call it? Like a
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
And it says, celebrating the joy of natural fiber. So they had classes, a fiber art show, vendors. You could buy fleece there as well. And they had free demonstrations and live animals, of course. I always like to go over and say hello to the sheep. But they had probably, I don't know. I mean, it feels like there was probably 75 to 100 vendors between the two buildings.
Wow.
And
That'd be fun.
yeah, I'm just looking here. It looks like the numbers that I'm seeing are in the 70s. But yeah, quite a number of vendors. And the spinning wheel lady, they got a picture of her with some information about her.
Wow.
But
Hi, Mishi. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Dawn. All the Dawns. Hi, Dawn, and Dawn. And oh, we have four Dawns tonight. Welcome, Dawn Friedland,
yes, hello everyone.
Mishi's Crochet, Chris. Hi, Scrimshaw. Welcome, welcome. So, did you pick up any yarn? That's the question.
You know what? I was gonna go back and potentially buy some yarn. So when I went up there, I was like, okay, I don't want to buy yarn. I don't want to buy yarn, and I didn't buy anything the first day, and then I just made the decision to stay overnight. And then
Yeah.
because I bought the wheel, I didn't go back and get any yarn. But
Hmm.
so now I just have to make some with,
And you were donated some fibers so that you could spin and do something new.
yeah, yeah.
You looks like you got lots of.
Terry included this fiber with the wheel.
I know that's so gorgeous.
Yeah. And this is,
What is it?
it is Falkland, so like Falkland sheep. So wool, just Falkland wool.
Yeah, wool. Auckland wool. So is that New Zealand wool?
No, Falkland. It's like
Oh,
F,
Falkland. Okay.
yes, Falkland, Falkland. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but I want to wait. And I had some fiber that I got last year at a different fiber festival. And it came along with this bag that I bought. It's like 4.5 ounces of fiber. And so I'm like, I'm going to work with this first until I can get a good rhythm to it before I take the pretty dyed fiber.
I
Yeah,
agree. Good
yeah.
plan.
Kind of
Good
have
plan.
some.
Sir.
Your thing came up when you were touching your head there. It came up. You must be using an Apple device.
Yes. We could do all the fun games if you want.
Yeah.
There's one.
Ooh,
There's
confetti. I love it.
one. Oh, there's just gonna do one. There we go. Ooh.
Yeah, I
And
love that.
all the games, all the games. So, what do you like to crochet?
I like to make hats and shawls, scarves. Um, I like amigurumi. I've made, not a ton, but I've made a fair few amigurumi, and I like doing that. Um, I like doing like a big project, like a big blanket, and then switching over to do a couple of smaller projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, but blankets and hats and scarves, all the things I really do like making. I don't have I haven't made doilies in a while, but well, I did make one doily last year. But
I have a
yeah.
nice one on my table, and I have to do another one for that table. I think it's gonna be a teal based one. But Bag of Day came out with some nice doilies recently. I thought I'd try one of hers.
Mm, yeah.
I like to.
I took a doily pattern and then made it with like a 4-weight yarn instead of, like
Yeah.
thread,
Oh,
crochet
that's what I
thread.
do too. I do it with a three and three cotton. That's what I.
Okay.
No, I don't do that. No.
Like fine. Yeah,
I
like
little.
the size 10 cotton thread. I know it's been a while since I've
Yeah.
used that, but yeah.
Yeah. It's the same kind of yarn that this is.
I really like that hat.
It's Mia
The
cotton.
colors in it are great for you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Mia cotton. I love
You
this.
said it's what?
It's Mia cotton.
Lamia?
Mia cotton. Yeah. I used to get it
Mia.
on Amazon uh,
Oh, okay.
in a bulk thing, like little yarn balls of it, and it was good. I'd get like 20 balls for like $30. Well, I
Okay.
bought them a few times, and now they want me to pay $55, $60. Well, no, I'm not willing to spend that for that because they got me hooked, right?
Right. Yes. Well, I saw your Happy Mail opening from Michi with all the
What
I love
happened?
this cotton.
I was talking about it, and Mishi hadn't noticed that I had said that I was I needed cotton. That was for the Lovies, so that's what she did. She hooked me up, or hooked the kids up. Really, it's for the kids. I've
Yeah.
been very fortunate. Like I had a woman in the city that donated a whole bunch of yarn for the blankets, so that's been really good as well. So no,
Yeah.
all my blankets are all donated yarn, so it's all right.
So I'm not sure if she was leaving, but Mary said, I hope everyone has a great night. That's blessed to crochet.
Oh, Mary, how you, Mary? Mary, Mary. You may want to claim, but it's too late. I love you like that. Oh, thank you, Crimshaw. Sounds
And
nice.
Tank is
Margaret.
here. Hello, Tank. I
Hello.
love to crochet.
Hello, Tina. Sharon, good to see you. Everyone has a great night. Oh, were you? Yeah, were you leaving, Mary? Good to see you. Uh, Tank's here. Yeah. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Yes, if you want to drop your link, if you want to have your channel uh, up in the, if you want to have your channel put up in the, I'm getting tired. If you just to drop your link, you use the word friends with all in the small letters. That will get you. I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
Just friends like that. Oh.
Don't take yourself out.
It's I don't know. It needs a little strengthening. Make it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so you can just type friends like that to drop your link if you want to do that. It's always important for me to share everybody's links. If you're new here and you haven't been here before, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And everybody remember to hit the like button while you're here.
Very good, Barb. I don't know if you plan to do content, but I just went over to your channel, tossed some yarn in your window.
Tammy, Shannon, can you believe Tina left me at the airport when she met up with you? I wish, Tammy. That would be so much fun. Barb Jarvie, did you get
Oh,
your name set? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Barb is trying to get her community tab. So if you could go over and join Barb's channel, and same with Tammy. Yeah, Tammy's funny. She's a killer for sure. Um, what was I going to say? Um, so I asked you what kind of yarn you like. Yeah, you have children. You said.
I do. I have three
Mm-hmm.
boy girl twins, and they go to the same college. They're um, 22. They're supposed to be seniors, but both of them kind of changed their majors, and my daughter even transferred schools. So they will have a fifth year.
Yeah.
They have one more year to go. And then I have a younger son, and he'll be 20 this month. And so, yeah. And he goes to our community college
Yeah.
and still stays at home, which is great because, oh no, with like your baby, you don't necessarily want them to leave.
Mine. Just a
Yeah. I
second.
wouldn't say that to him, but
Yeah. Mine left and then came back and then left again for good.
and then left again permanently. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. My daughter's going to be home a little bit. She's going to be home for like 10 weeks this summer because she got an internship and it's in Portland. So she's going to be able to stay home during the week and then she's going to go back down to her apartment on the weekends. But we'll get to spend some
There
time together this summer and I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I worked with my daughter for a year.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah, we
Yeah.
worked we worked at the same hospital. I was coming out of my career and she was going into her career. That was
That's neat.
fun. Yeah,
That's
that's
neat.
really cool.
When my twins were 16, they became lifeguards. Their first job was lifeguards at the YMCA, and I worked at the YMCA too in a different role. So for 2 years, they worked at the YMCA at the same time that I worked at the YMCA. So
Yeah,
that was cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time my daughter did gave me report on a patient. Oh, in my head, I'm going, wow, this is so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it was amazing.
Very
I'm very
cool.
proud of my daughter.
Oh,
Yeah, for
hello,
sure.
Michi, if you're still here. I'm just kind of scrolling down trying to get my comments to catch up. There's so many comments. I'm way behind.
Yeah, No doubt you're a big joker, eh, Tam? Yes, BJ's Crochets here. Oh, let me see.
Crystal Hook That Yarn said, I love that, Mara, but I'm not sure what she was talking about.
I know. I tend to.
Maybe it was the fiber. Maybe it was when I was holding up the fiber.
I tend to not go line by line on the chat because I'll be here forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to read a few highlights. There's a lot of greetings and hellos and stuff.
Yeah.
But Mimi said, Mara, if you need testers for my spun yarn, I'm the one. That's cute. Yeah. Well, yeah. So last night after my live, here, let me grab my wheel. It's so cool because
show us.
It's so lightweight. It is really neat. This is they call it an eel. It's like an electronic, I don't even know. But it's really lightweight, and it only weighs a couple of pounds. Like, if I'm going to go ahead and
it looks like it's heavy.
Take the little cables off of it. But this is probably just a couple pounds. And then with the power cable, it adds, a little bit more weight. Yeah. But after my live was done, I had just spun maybe a teeny bit of this.
Yeah, I remember.
And I spun up a whole bunch more.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. It's kind of.
Do you think you're going to dye that yarn?
I don't know. What I was thinking I might do is once I get it to the point where it's done, I don't know if I'm just going to do a single ply or a 2-ply. Then I might make it up into something and then dye it. Okay. We'll see. I mean, I have tie-dye dye, but I don't have, like professional dyes.
Yeah. I hear sometimes
that tulip tie-dye.
Yeah. I used to dye fabric, and yeah, that was fun.
Neat.
Make all kinds of different things out of them. Make flower things and make cards.
I bought one of those big tie-dye sets, and I keep meaning to do tie-dye with it. Anyway.
Yeah.
I just do so many things. I've been playing around with my Cricut a lot lately, making stickers and making, like shirts and bags and doing iron-on transfers and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have a. Hold on, I'm going to get my cup. Have you seen my cup? Maybe not, eh?
I can't remember. Maybe.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, no problem.
Entertain the guests.
Jerry said, my paws need a break. I've never made a bag before. And people are saying hello to each other. Tina, I'm sure we are kinfolks, says Mimi. Boy, so much chat here. I have some thin metallic thread I want to turn a doily into a mandala and put it on a big metal hoop. Yeah, that's a great idea, Margaret.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I love doing that stuff. It's fun. There, okay. Oh, that's better. I can see you better. I can see the chat better. This is my cup my daughter had me made for me.
No, I don't think I did see that. Let's move it a little over.
It says, yeah. Art Junkie.
Oh, neat. Art Junkie. Wow.
Art, crochet, and YouTube all day.
That's cool.
Art, crochet, and YouTube all day. She had that made for me. I love it.
Hey, that's very neat. It's a ceramic.
It's metal.
Oh, it's metal.
I don't know. It's made with what's the machine you were just talking about?
Like
Cricut.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's some kind of Cricut cup maker. They make. She made me her friends make them, but she got me a cup, maybe a cup with a spiral on it, because that's sort of my.
Oh, neat.
Spiral.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
no,
there goes your balloons, huh?
there go balloons.
I'm not using an Apple device, so I can't do all the fun things.
Yeah. First she made me one that said Art Junkie with a spiral. And then I saw she had one like this for nurses. It said something like, I don't know, coffee mugs and rubber gloves or something like that. I need one of those. And I made up the words and I found this thing on the internet. And it's somehow it heats up and then it goes on to it. They buy these cups separately and then it heats up and it's like a lamination. Same thing you would do for a t-shirt, only it's on the cups.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's so many things you can do. I've only just barely scratched the surface with stickers and iron-on.
Yeah. I had a
Yeah. Yeah, Janet said it's cool and your daughter did great work, or at least she had her friend did, or whoever made it. Yeah.
Your mom was a spinner, says Margaret. I still have her drop spindle. I
Oh,
contemplate getting a drop spindle sometimes, but I just have too many things, really too many things
yeah.
already, because I do my art journaling and I make cards pretty regularly, and I have my crochet, and now I'm doing my. I was making cards for a community project, and now I'm not doing that anymore. So now I'm doing the blankets and the lovies. So I'm busy, busy girl. I'm not
Yeah.
working anymore either, so keep myself busy. I love to crochet no she by the nano. Is that what it's called, Tank?
I'm not sure if she was talking about something else or somebody
The
else.
bigger parts. Sorry, your daughter did great work. Well, it was her friend. She actually did not a very good job, and then Sarah says, "No, you got to bring this back. This is not looking good. It was all twisted and stuff."
Margaret said I do too many entirely too many crafts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I think,
Well,
well,
I don't know that there's you could ever do too many crafts. If you weren't sleeping at all, but maybe. But
yeah. Tammy says I'm an art junkie, a good one. It was a good name I came across. That was a good name. I just made it up. I thought it was a good name. That was a long
yeah,
time ago. That's like 2015. Because I was in YouTube in the art community, and then I had my coma, and I was out for a few years, and then I came back, and then I learned how to crochet, and then I joined the crochet community.
yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
What's the favorite thing that you've made?
What's the favorite thing that I've made? That's a good question. Oh, I don't know. Um, I would say my mother's lap gown. It was the first blanket I made for somebody, and it was for her in her wheelchair. My mother's 95. And she has dementia, and
Mm,
she's like a little 5-year-old girl. I'm going to be making her a somebody or something like that. I told her last week if she wanted. I showed her some pictures. And she asked her if she wanted one. She's like, "Oh yes, that will be so good." I
oh,
said in blue. She says, "Oh yes, please."
oh, sweet. Oh,
Yeah. So
so
it's
how far is she from you? Is she?
she's not far from me at all. She's I just I have transportation that I get, and I just hop in the transportation, and it takes me to her. I visit with her for an hour, and then I come home. She's not far away. She's just the west end, and I'm on the south end.
Okay.
Not far at all. So it's good. I get that's my Sunday. So whenever I'm not at Miss C's, it's because I'm at my grandma's, at my mom's house. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes I try and squeeze in both. If she's having a nap, she likes to nap in the afternoon. What's your favorite thing you've ever made?
Um, I think the peacock plumes Afghan that I made and finished at the early part of it. Well, I finished it, I think, in February. I'll show you a picture of it if I can find one.
Yeah.
Too many photos, but
How are you guys doing in the chats? You join my Facebook. Yay. I'll go afterwards and I'll approve all the people who joined my Facebook. That's what I like. It's like when I'm, doing a live or something, people are doing stuff in the background. I love it when they take a picture and they put it in a Facebook group after the live so we can see all what we've been making.
this is the
That's
peacock plumes
gorgeous.
Afghan.
The
Yeah.
what's Peacock Blooms Afghan?
Peacock plumes, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be really liking that too.
Yeah, it's a
That's
big
gorgeous.
round Afghan. It's not as in depth as Sophie's universe, but it is a 9-part project. So
I wanted to start the Sophie's Universe book. I'm gonna do it, just not right now. Right now, I'm real focused on making blankets for the kiddos, and I'm really getting into amigaromi. I like it a lot because it's like I said, a blanket takes it takes some time. Um,
yeah, I like amigurumi
amigurumi,
because
you
it
can get
goes
it done
fast.
in a day.
Yeah,
You
it
can sit
goes
down in
fast.
the night and make it. It's
Yeah,
probably stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning making it, but you can
yeah.
get it done. I always have like 2 or 3 blankets going at the same time because I get bored. Like I have this one I'm working on now, which I
Hmm.
like. It's pretty. It has some nice
Texture, yeah.
texture and sparkle.
Yeah, oh
I
nice.
just started a blue one, and I'm working on my bougie blanket, which is for me actually the first blanket I've done for me. But yeah, that is gorgeous. So you had a pattern for that?
Yes, yeah. Um, I don't have it nearby, but yes, it was something, a pattern that several people were working on. But everybody, pretty much, not everybody, what, like 3 or 4 people finished theirs well before me because I was doing other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were kind of working on it together. And there, I don't know if it was Mary Maxim. There was another company that puts together kits, and I can't remember. But what they did is you could get the pattern on Ravelry.
Was it Crochet
And
Pro?
no,
No.
no,
Okay.
no. Um, but you can get it's Melinda something.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I wouldn't
But
want to copy your blanket. That's definitely wouldn't want to do that. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
just the colors. So it did come with colors that were intended to mimic, the peacock.
Okay. Yeah.
And they bought. I wanted to work with cotton because I like using natural fibers,
Yeah.
and everybody else, had like bought the acrylic kit, and so they went to Hobby Lobby and they ordered like as close to a matching color as they could to the pattern,
Yeah.
what the pattern calls for. And anyway, yeah, I just love it. It is kind of heavy because it's
It's
made
big.
of cotton, but
Yeah.
anyway, it was worth it. It took me about 5 months.
It's right up my alley because I love mandalas. The very first thing I did was start coloring very, very intricate mandalas. I have pieces like this. I wanted to do a tattoo, but the guy
Oh,
it
uh-huh.
was one of my own mandalas, but he said it was going to cost me $600, and I'd have to do it on my back because it was so intricate, and he needed
Oh,
space
oh
to.
yeah, you need a bigger surface.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I can't
Oh,
even
so I didn't get
imagine
it done.
going through that many hours of tattoo.
I'm
Gosh.
gonna do that and not be able to see it ever.
I
That's a big
know it'd
difference
be
to
on
me.
your back and you'd
Nobody
have
else
to
will be able to see it either. Not walking around just showing my back off on a regular.
Good night, Sherry. She says she's
Good
gonna
night,
say good
honey.
night.
Good night, sweetie. I will see you tomorrow on my show and share.
Yeah. Oh
You
man.
you bring in your boxes of items and your Dollar Tree bags. Ooh, nice. And VJ, have a blessed night. Sherry Knowles. Tina, yes, I'm behind. We are so in sync. You put kids to bed, T. You still have kids you gotta put to bed. Poor thing.
What's that?
She was saying she's putting her kids to bed. And I said,
Oh, okay.
put to bed? You poor thing.
I
Yeah,
haven't
that's
had to do
beautiful.
that in a while. My son is always up way later than me.
My daughter's at the age now where she goes to bed before I do again. We've done the full circle.
That's funny.
Yeah. She works in the morning, I don't. So
Hmm. Yeah.
we'd be on exact complete opposite schedules. So what is it that you're making right now?
So this is a French, what is it called? Just one second. Um, the French market bag. And it was a project that Sunita did on Stitching Together with Friends.
Yeah, okay. I think I've
Um,
seen that or something.
yeah, anyway, so I'm at the point of doing the handles and the getting it kind of you
That's really nice.
it's just
And
kind
then
of a
you're just gonna
mesh
sew it together up the.
bag. Yeah. So you do decreases around the sides and then it gathers it up
Okay, yeah, yeah,
and then you go so I have a couple of rounds to add to the bulk of the handle.
yeah.
But
Who was it that I
yeah,
saw
this
recently make a
particular
bag
pattern
like that?
called for triple crochets, but that's my least favorite stitch.
I don't like triple crochets.
I mean, I would do hundreds of popcorns over treble
And
crochets.
I don't like the back loops. I don't mind front loop. I don't like the back loop. No, back loop only is fine. It's the
Hello, Ravina.
when you make the when you do the stitch that goes behind or the one that goes in front. The one you're
Front
talking about.
post and front
Yeah,
post and back post.
yeah, yeah. I don't mind the front post. I don't like the back post. Or
Yeah,
maybe
back post can be a little bit trickier. Like my hook gets caught up more
yeah,
on a back post, but I do like post stitches a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, the peacock plumed Afghan, I would joke as I would talk about it on my channel that she used like every stitch in the crochet handbook because
yeah.
there were so many different stitches on there, but it in the end it came out so beautifully that I can't really complain.
Like
But
crystal.
my least favorite part was weaving in all the ends.
Yeah,
But yeah.
part I hate about these too. Tons of them. Ugh.
Hello, Sandra. She says back post is evil. LOL. Hi, everyone.
I know, Sandra. How are you, Sandra? Welcome. Brandon, hey, how are you? Good to have you here.
Hello, Brandon.
Hi, Ravina. Welcome to be here, the Happy Crochet Hooker. My friend gave me a book similar to that. I put my patterns in it. It's this one right here. I'm a naughty, naughty hooker, it
Oh,
says.
yeah, the other way. Naughty, naughty.
I hate that. It's always, you think you should
I
go
know you never know where
the
to put the
way.
camera. I mean, where the camera is, where to hold
Yeah,
your stuff. For
yeah.
me, it's right in the center, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Mine's normally in the center, but because I have two people,
Right.
I don't know. And I sit weird in my chair. Uh,
Yeah. So
Send
what
me a
is
pic of the mandala, Shannon. Oh my dear goodness. Tina. You seen Tina's work? Tina made this for me.
Oh my gosh. That is cool. I love the color in there.
Beautiful.
Like purple. That is really cool. Wait, yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. And what is that made of?
It's a disc. It's a CD.
Oh, it's on a disc?
And she put
That is,
a thing I could put on the refrigerator. But I use it for my coffee because I'm never in the refrigerator. Like I go to the refrigerator to get food, but I wouldn't. I want to see this. I want to enjoy it. So
yeah, that,
so I use it
oh,
as
I see. So it's
for my
got a magnet, but you want to use it for
for
your,
my
oh,
coffee
that
cup.
is beautiful. I love that.
And
I
then
want that.
she gave me this for my stitch markers. What?
A little closer. Yeah. Oh, wow. That is so pretty.
Yeah, little dots.
Love it.
No, she's saying, "Give me your mandala. Send me a pic." She's saying that because I gave her a big circle panel. I had like a round mirror that had a wood piece that went all around of it. Well, it got old, it cracked, it broke, and then but I still had the black back panel, and I kept it for years because I was going to do some art on it. Well, I never did get around to doing it. But when she was here last week, I said, "I got something for you." So I gave her the big thing, and she's going to do something for me on it. So that's why I'm pretty sure she's asking me for my mandala.
Oh, yeah.
She's incredibly talented crocheter too. We
Huh.
need to get her on the channel.
Margaret asks, has anyone heard of the vertigo skirt? That's what I am starting now. I have not,
The vertigo skirt. I've never heard that.
but you got me wanting to look it up.
Yeah, oh Margaret, you do the mandala rocks as well, eh? Yeah, that's what she started doing. Tina, you make me happy, Shannon. Oh, I'm glad I make you happy. Janet Burgess. You seem to sit on half the chair like me. How are you doing, Janet? I saw you earlier when we were chitter chattering, and I was going to say hello, and then I forgot. How are you doing? I'm sending you a card this week, so stay tuned for that. Janice is one of my OGs. Pre pre crochet, pre crochet.
um,
I'm telling you.
is that vertigo skirt? Is it an actual skirt or is it something else? I know.
Can make a drop spindle with that with a thing. Yeah, yeah. What is it?
I'm very curious.
I'm trying to find where that is. Uh, where did she say that?
Um, not that far back.
No.
Let me let me go up and see.
It's 10 times
Oh,
50.
yeah, it was Margaret at 6:12 p.m. She typed it.
Great. Margaret? Was Margaret? Am I seeing all the comments?
Outside the front door, it makes people smile. Oh,
I love one outside at the front door. It makes people smile. Yeah, it's just incredibly talented. It is a skirt. You're really into rocks, Margaret? That's nice. Do you have a channel? I'd like to see your skirts and your rocks. I like
yeah. So is it, yeah, stripes that wrap around the whole skirt. So is it, you're going to crochet it or is it made out of material? Because I did, when I looked up on Google, it does show actual skirts, but they have some that are, I don't see any that are like crochet, just
sorry,
like
my daughter.
made out of material or something.
My daughter's called me. I don't know. I tell her all the time I'm in live. She forgets more than me sometimes. I swear.
Oh, add the word crochet. Okay, that might be a good. I wasn't sure if it was crochet.
T says, Shannon, my parents are here tonight and they said they absolutely love your channel. Well, good for them. That's awesome. Get them
Ooh.
to subscribe and that'll be fun. I can't believe it. She's T is looking at all my old videos, like from like almost July. It'll be 10 years. I have videos
Uh-huh.
going back when I could talk like a normal human being. It's a joke, but not really. Anyways, yeah. So she's been watching all my videos from like when I was young and skinny and could talk. And some of
Oh,
them were
very
really
cool.
bad though. I had really bad art in the beginning. Like all of our videos are a bit rough in the beginning.
Yeah, it takes time to get
Scandalous
comfortable
creation.
in front of a camera and everything.
Yeah,
Very cool.
scandalous
I just saw
creation.
one. I I just saw one. I guess on Pinterest of a vertigo spiral skirt, and
Uh,
that looks really neat. I like it.
schemes. I think I'm subscribed. Maybe scheme deluxe
Says,
creations.
oh, it says watch this skirt in action on YouTube. But very cool. You can find the pattern on Ravelry by Anastasia Cruz. I'm not sure if that's the one you're using, but anyway, depending on how long you make it, I guess it will use anywhere from 1,200 to 5,000 yards.
Oh,
That looks fun.
I'm just trying to get a channel here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would drop it, but maybe one of your moderators
oh
can drop a
well.
link to that.
I need to. I need to put you on my shout out list. Is that okay, Sandra? If I give your channel a shout out? She's just starting her channel. I gotta write it down because I have to write these things down. How many open screen?
Bear
What?
Bear says, "Hello, everyone. Mom, you forgot to tell me you're going live."
Why am I supposed to tell you? I told you. Gotta remember.
every Monday at 8 o'clock.
And we had
Among
a
other things.
conversation about it about 3 hours ago. She knew it was going live. She fell asleep, is what happened. She fell asleep, and then she just woke up, and then she called her mom because she just woke up, and then she forgot I was going live. It's always our fault. I don't know why it's always our fault, but it's
Mhm.
always our fault.
For sure.
Yes, Sandra. I'm gonna write your name down here for
Yay,
shout-
Sandra! I'm super
shout-
excited. I gotta go check it out.
yeah. I I did Dory. VJ, I shouted you out this week.
She's
Rose likes crochet. Have you guys?
Sandra has made some very beautiful mosaic blankets that I love. So
What a great
hopefully,
name, Scandalous Creations.
I love that name too.
Me too. That's a great name. Um,
Wow, I finished my tea.
do you guys know Rose likes crochet?
Yeah,
She's great. I love Rose.
yeah, she is really great.
Oh, look, Sarah's in the house and Jenna Burgess in the house. They love each other, those two. Sarah loves Jenna. Jenna loves Sarah.
That's the one I'm using. It calls for number 10 cotton though. Oh, right. I'm using larger thread and larger hook. Okay. Wow. So you kind of have to adapt. It's a risk to take a pattern that calls for like one size thread and or one size yarn and then do something different. You have
Especially
to
if you're making hats.
right. Yeah, or if you're making any kind of garment that you have to
Anything to wear.
wear.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I say hats because I've made a lot of hats in my day, and I made a
Yeah.
lot of mistakes in my day making hats.
Yeah.
Too big, too small, too this, too that.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Rose. Good to have you.
Hello.
If there's anybody in the chat who has a new channel or doesn't have a new channel and would like a shout out, please feel free to let me know. My email address is in the information section of all my videos. It's not on this one yet, but it will be once the video's finished. So if that sounds like something you would like to participate in, please let me know.
Yeah.
And we can also, if you're interested, possibly do what I'm doing here with Mara. Have people up talking about their channels and getting them started. That's why I do this. I do this to get to know people and to help them with their channels. You don't
Yeah.
need help with your channel, I don't think.
Well, we could always use help
Yeah,
with our
help
channel,
with your
right?
channel. Yeah. Well, I did a shout out for Rose Likes Crochet last week.
Yes, exactly. I
I
think,
did that because she asked for help. She wanted more members.
yeah, I mean,
She's
I
like,
would say
"Oh,
anybody who says they don't need help with their channel, maybe you have
well,
that might be a little bit arrogant, right? I mean, we could all use, more viewers and everything, right?
yeah, yeah." No, it's true, and it's not like after you get your 1,000 subscribers and your watch hours that suddenly people don't keep watching. There's
Right.
like you just YouTube just wants you to keep watching. If you don't keep watching, then there's no point.
That's exactly right. I know they want you to stay in the platform and they want you to just keep clicking through,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Well, no, I just mean I like doing YouTube because I get to know I've made so many friends from all over the country and all over the world now,
yeah.
getting to know people, and I think it's really cool. And the more people I meet, the more friends I make. So
I agree. Same thing here. It's very good for. I think it's very good for us.
yeah.
I know it's very good for me. Like I said, my neurologist says keep doing it. It's good for you.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we got to keep our brains active and everything. So
yeah, yeah.
Grimshaw Rose says, I don't know how to do lives anyway. Well,
You've not done
I
the
highly
lives yet.
recommend
Don't worry,
you
we'll get
go
it.
up as a guest with somebody. Don't just start by going live. How I got started is going live with like Zach and going up on his panel. And Angel Renee today invited me up on her panel. And then Sandrine, Purple Crochet and More, and Don Yarndall, and it was like then going up on panels gets you comfortable to hit that button and do it yourself.
Yeah, because that's happened to me when I was doing videos before. There was no live stream, so it was all videos. So when I
Right.
came back, everybody was doing live streams. So I didn't do lives for a good 6 months. I was
Uh-huh.
I was nervous about the whole scene. And then I didn't do face to face for quite a while too. Did like art live
Right.
with the uh, with the camera this way. So then
Yeah, I know. I have like a little top-down camera that
yeah,
I use, and oh, thank you, Brandon. That's so nice. Um, but I like having the camera. We used it when we were doing online school during the big
yeah,
C, and we had distance learning. Uh, yeah, so I got my camera then so that I could be teaching students, and I think it's really great to be able to use the camera on the channel. And
yeah.
yeah, you don't always have to show your face and stuff.
No, exactly. Oh, it's all good, Rose. It's when if you're ready, you're ready. If you're not, you're not. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't.
Oh yeah, Sandra said that she used to do Facebook lives and do makeup, and she
Oh,
thought
okay.
it was fun.
Sarah would never do lives. Too anxious. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. They're like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like my friend Tina, she's like, no, no, I'm not going on the live. Yeah, you can get your community tab and post your makes like you, like Barb Charlie.
Exactly.
That's why I have the Facebook group. Well, I had the Facebook group from a while back. But yeah, so we can share pictures and all that sort of stuff about what we're making. That's the one thing that YouTube doesn't have is a lot of two-way communication. That's why we all do lives with each other. That's the way.
Yeah.
That's the way we can do the two-way communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would love to post your musics. Yeah, that's you get a channel and you get your community tab. I don't know. Some people seem to get a community tab right away, and other people have to wait. I don't know why that is. Makes
I
no.
don't know. I'm sometimes they just open it up because Sherry was talking about how she had to get 500 subscribers
Yeah,
before she could get her community tab. But I'm pretty sure I had mine at like 75, you know?
I don't. I had mine the whole time. I don't remember. That's one thing they gave me that I kept. I was right around 1,000 when I left, so I had to get them.
Yeah.
And then they had this whole you gotta get 4,000 watch hours. I had 500. I had 500 videos. You'd think that would count, right? No. All my work that I did over the last few years beforehand doesn't count at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
Tina says, maybe I need a community page.
I
Yeah.
think you do, Tina, because you're very talented, and people would love to
Yes.
see
I
what you
would love
do.
to see your stuff.
She's a beautiful crocheter too. She brought some stuff to my house and showed me. It was like, wow, gorgeous.
Very cool. I know. Has her channel already, did you
Thank,
already type friends?
thank you, Dawn. Thank you for being here, Dawn Friedland. German sounds German. Friedland. Oh, you're welcome, Tina. It's true. You are a very talented individual.
See you later, Dawn. Thanks for coming.
So, would you like to make wearables?
I've made a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got this here. Let me turn my computer a little bit with the layout. It's hard to see, but this, well, on the mannequin is the Capullo shrug. This is from Expression Fiber Arts.
Okay. Yes.
And it's basically it's a big square.
I made one of those
And
for a friend.
what was that?
I did a commission on one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed making this. This was a nice one. And then I made a hexagon cardigan, which I actually have behind me.
Nice.
This is my most recent wearable.
Yeah.
I've made a few shrugs, and I made a I made a cardigan, an oversized cardigan that was bagaudet,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I like the a little too warm for a hexagon cardigan right
Nice.
now. I've made some ponchos and
Yeah.
yeah, a few like
I'm
a few
thinking I'm
shrugs.
thinking on some one of those, but it's not. It's one of Bag of Day's summer ones, made out of cotton.
Oh, like
It's
a
like
summer what?
it's sort of like a duster, except well, it is a duster. They're a little longer, little right like around the knee, and then it's very open and lacy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. I've also made a few like sleeved, like I made my daughter, let me pull up pictures that I made of they're just like sleeves.
Yeah.
Anyway, my daughter, she looks really great in them. Let me go to my Instagram. That's the quickest place
Dawn,
I can find it.
thank you for being here, Dawn. I hope you come back next time. Good to see you.
This was 4th of July last year.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's just sleeves. They're
Yeah.
crocheted
Yeah.
sleeves. And
Yeah.
then I also made a black one.
Nice. Very pretty. Yeah, is it a nice rose?
So, yeah, and then I made myself a longer version. So it didn't stop here. It goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one Mishi made one recently.
Oh, okay. The The
Was it
pattern that I followed for the ones I made for my daughter is by Anna Green, and she has a really great little tutorial here on YouTube.
Oh yeah. No, what I was thinking of was the one that Dawn Aaron had. No, Dawn Yarndoll. Dawn Yarndoll made one, and it was like it had wider arms, and
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh, did she make like the granny? Are you talking about the one that she made that was granny square?
No, I don't think it was Granny Square. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. Is Dawn still here? I haven't seen her comment in a while, but
Yeah, no, I haven't seen her in a while either. Hi Pam, how are you doing?
um,
Good to see you. What yarn did you use for the sleeves, VJ?
it's cotton, the sugar wheel cotton. Mm.
What's your favorite cotton? That's a good question.
Yeah, I love this cotton by Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, yeah, it's my favorite too. You know they don't ship internationally.
Yeah, you were saying that in your video
Last
when
night
you
I was looking it up because I thought, well, I'm gonna get this great yarn, and I love this yarn because a friend of mine ship, gave me three long time ago, like about a year ago, when I was first learning crochet. She gave me some. I love this cotton, and I tried it out and I fell in love with it, but I never really thought much of it on it afterwards until now when I was getting all this. I love this cotton, so I thought, well, let me see how much it would cost for me to ship to Canada and what the prices of it. Usually, it's not
Mhm.
worth it because it's just the prices are just too much. You find something better, but
Yeah.
I looked and they don't even ship international. Weird.
Yeah.
They're a multi-million-dollar company. You think they would want to be a world-renowned company? Especially them. You would think they'd want to be dominate the world.
Yeah. Tina says apparently there are yarns that won't cross our border. Weird.
I know. Isn't that strange? Well,
Yeah.
it can cross the
Hey
border, but you
Garcia.
pay big bucks for the customs people.
Oh, I'm sure the caps are okay. You don't get offended by capital letters, do you?
No, no, I don't.
I
No.
don't unless there's rude words with
Yeah,
them, but
yeah, fine. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, no. Actually, it helps me be able to see, and I do it sometimes. Yes, I'm from Canada, Rose. I live in Canada's capital, Ottawa, and Tina Lanou, who is here with us, she lives in Ottawa too. We just met
oh,
each other first time this week, so you just can't type well.
cool.
No, I actually like big words. Like sometimes if I'm writing something, I want somebody to notice it. I'll put it in big.
Yeah. Or I'll add some emojis in there and just
Yeah,
use
that
like
too.
maybe one capital letter and put some emojis in
Yeah,
those.
yes.
Yes,
I,
postage costs are
so
really high. I mean, not just to Canada, but especially to Canada.
I think I think the concept that it costs a lot of money to ship to Canada is a lot more hype than it is reality. I
Mm,
think it costs just as much to send. It's distance based. It's not it's not it's not country based. It's like if I'm here in Ottawa and I'm mailing something to New York, that's going to cost me less than if I'm mailing something to you way over in the West Coast. You know what I mean? Or if I'm in Victoria, Vancouver, and I'm mailing something to you, it's going to be cheaper than in me mailing something to Texas. That's what I
mm.
think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do shipping to America all the time. And is it?
Yeah, I sent a few packages to Canada, but I'm just like, oh, I just couldn't keep doing it.
Yeah. Good to have you here, Pamsky's Crafty Heart. Your great aunt used to live in Toronto. Yeah, I'm about 4 hours from Toronto, so not far from there.
My
Yes, we're on
cousin
all
had,
caps helps those you can't see well. That's what I like about it. Your cousin are Carouse. I was trying to find them and I had no idea there's so many people named Carouse there. I've never heard of a Carouse.
well,
So
I'm not sure if that's pronounced Kraus.
Kraus? Yeah.
Yeah, like rhymes with house.
Yeah, Kraus. Still no, I don't know any Krauses here. Um the beautiful cards you made sent me cost you $3.09. Yeah. That's because I choose to make my cards with elevation. I don't
Oh,
like flat cards. It's my cards are basically a piece of art for me. They're not
mhm.
like a basic card, and
Right.
I put things on them that make them 3D, and that's why it cost $3.09. If I had done a flat card, it would just be considered postage, and it would cost me $8.50 or $1.75 or something like that.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
why, that's why it's so expensive. I could just as easily make flat cards, but I don't. I choose to pay more for my flat for my. I make the cards the way I want to make them. I pay for whatever it costs to scale them. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, but it is it's expensive for sure. Postage is hard to go out of the country. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Margaret said I sent a package to Scotland a while back. Not that heavy, but it cost me around $50. Ooh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a difference too in and I think our concept of what's expensive because we everything is more expensive in Canada than it is in the States. Like you guys are paying $3 for I love this cotton. We're gonna pay like $8 for the same thing.
Uh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
mailing something that's $25 is considered normal. It's like not that much, $25. 50 is a little more, but you probably have a box of some things. You know.
Yeah. Good night, Mimi.
Good night, Mimi. Take care.
We'll see you later.
Bye, Tammy.
Yeah. Postage is crazy expensive no matter where you send them, even state to state. I know it is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I sent a package just like a 9 by 5 by 9 envelope,
yeah.
kind of a flat envelope. It cost $12 to send it to like almost actually it was like 12.75 or something, I think, to send it to Australia, and they never got it.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
So, oh well. That doesn't, I mean, $12 to send it plus the stuff that was actually in
Yeah, yeah,
in there.
yeah, yeah. But that's off the way. That's halfway around the world.
True.
Not
Very
the same
true.
as Canada, which is right there, right up there. Yeah, I've never mailed anything to Australia. I do mail to England on a regular basis. I have a friend up there that I mail to.
Margaret said, I usually just pile stuff up and it waits until my sis makes a trip to the US.
So that's what I do. I have a big pile of cards sitting right at my front entrance. I'm not doing community ones anymore, but I'm still sending out just as many cards, and 90% of those cards are going to people in the states, and I'm expecting to pay probably $30 for the bunch of cards. But I anticipate it. That's what it's going to be. It's expensive for sure, and I could not do it.
Yeah.
I could not do it, but I want to, so I am doing it. We always use how we spend our money.
That's right.
Yeah, I could not send cards, but I'm with cards. I gotta send them.
I know. I went to a Saturday market and I bought a card. I think it was about $5 for a card that somebody made. It's like got watercolors or something on it, and I'm like, it was $5. I don't want to just send it to the friend who like recycles all the cards, you know. Like, I want to send this to somebody who's gonna, put it somewhere.
Yeah. So Rose is saying she wanted to send a friend from Cebu, a package, but she said not to because she'd never get it.
Where is Cebu,
Yeah,
Rose?
what is Cebu, Rose?
People there take packages, so I couldn't send anything. Wow.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Cuba.
Oh, Cuba,
Yeah,
Cuba.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Even here in my
Oh,
nice
then
apartment building,
oh, Tina
have to be
says Cuba,
careful.
and then Scrimshaw Rose said Philippines.
Oh, Philippines, yeah.
In the Philippines. Okay. Hmm.
Both Cuba and the Philippines likely get your stuff stolen.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I have to keep an eye on my deliveries around here. I tell you.
Yeah.
Today, I knew the package was coming, so I put a big note on the door. Please knock. Just half the
Yeah.
time they don't knock. They just put it down there and they leave. I mean, it doesn't take 2 seconds to knock on the door, does it?
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's very beautiful there. Philippine Cebu is an island in the Philippines. Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Well, I was really surprised while I was watching one of Michi's lives and she was opening a package. Maybe it was from Hobby. And Customs had like opened it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And that just didn't even occur to me like somebody would
Yeah,
actually open a package if it was just like coming from a company and it's
but
yarn.
they have to open up a certain percentage of packages. They don't
I mean,
open a certain
it makes
percentage.
sense, I guess, but I
Yeah,
just never
of course. They have to check to see if there's drugs in them. They have to open packages, and they do so
Yeah.
on a regular basis. They charged me for that box I got. They charged me money for that box, but they don't do it all the time. I can get things sent to me, uh, buy things from companies or people sending me things for Happy Mail or whatever. 9 times out of 10, I won't have to pay. But then, boom, one time you have to pay, and you pay big or you pay small.
Wow.
Just depends because customs costs money. They have to pay those boys that work down there and the ladies, and they have to look in things to make sure there's no drugs in them or guns or who knows what.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Michi. She just gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, me, she. You should have done that. I know why she did that. I told you no. I told you no, and you went around the back route. That's not nice.
Well, Sarah Bear
I love
15,
you.
Bountiful Creations Tea, Harnell Media, Flower Tammy, and Francis Perkins were all gifted memberships.
Sarah,
Congratulations.
membership?
Yep.
Here you go, Sarah. You were in the right live. She's always complaining. She doesn't have membership.
Well,
I said, don't be
it
so
doesn't.
cheap. I said, don't be so cheap. Pay $2. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh. Write the check. So you want to be a member, you got to pay $2. Thank you, Mishi. I love you, but I gotta shake my finger at you because I told you.
Yeah. Barb says Michi is just a sweetheart. No kidding. I need to turn off my camera for just a second. My nose, I've got allergies. My nose is kind of bugging me.
The best way to support a channel, though, is definitely if you want to support someone that you think is very special to you and you want to support that channel, the best way to support them is by giving them, um, by giving free memberships. For sure, for sure. Have a good dinner, Mish. Love you. Soul
Is
sister.
she heading out to dinner?
Scrimshaw Rose is trying to straighten out a banking issue. Can't send any money right now. Oh no, I'm just saying if there's someone that you really like and you really like their channel, the best way to support them is
Yeah.
by donating memberships. It helps everybody. Helps everybody, pulls everybody together.
Yeah.
They took her candy. Missing candies. Oh yeah, she had no candies. That's right.
Yeah. I remember her saying that. Yeah.
That was funny.
What? Walmart charged me twice for an order. Oh, and that's why you're having issues with your banking?
Oh, man. I got
Okay.
charged for something that I canceled. I have to wait for it to be put back in. Oh, gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna be? I was thinking of saying something about. I forget now. Oh well, I don't remember. So you have a boy and a
Tina
girl
says,
twin. Yeah,
you
go
know
ahead.
what? Mindfully crocheted was my very first GIT. I don't know what that means.
GIT. Um,
Gift.
gift
Oh,
maybe.
so you got gifted a membership on my channel. That was your first gifted membership, Tina?
Hey, Tammy.
Cool.
Pam. Thank you, honey.
Aw.
You sweetheart. Yeah, Pam was here last week. Was it last week? I get my weeks mixed up.
Michi, was it Michi last week and Pam the week
Yeah,
before?
yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah. And next week is Don Yarndall. Don
Tina's like,
Yarndall.
I didn't even
Don
know I was a
Yarndall.
member. I'm
Don
learning.
Yarndall was the first membership I paid for, and I still pay for it because I just have certain people that we all have our certain people that we like to support, and I'm subscribed to you now and a few other people. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was my first person. I like hanging out over at Don Yarndall's.
Grimshaw says, I love Canada. I'd like to go back one day. Yeah, it's been, gosh, 18 years since I've been to Canada, I think.
Well, how far are you from Canada?
I could probably get there in 6-ish hours to like Vancouver,
You're still
BC.
far away. So far away.
Yeah.
I want to go to
Yeah. It might
Vancouver,
be, it
anyways.
could be, I'm trying to think about it. It's about 3 to Seattle. And so I'm not sure how, I think it's about 6 or 7 hours.
That's far.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a
And to
long
go to
drive, but I
Vancouver,
drive down to California and I'll drive like 8 to 10 hours, no problem. So,
I wouldn't drive to Vancouver though. It's not that nice anymore. No, seriously. Victoria.
yeah. Well, you could go up to
Victoria.
Seattle and hop on a boat that takes you up
Yeah.
to,
If you want to
the,
go somewhere, go to Victoria or
I've been to
the interior of BC. Just skip
Victoria.
Victoria, Vancouver. No.
Uh,
Come see me. I live in a beautiful city. Tina and I live in a gorgeous city. It's Canada's capital. It's very beautiful. There's two rivers that run through it and a canal, the longest skating rink in the world, and it's all got tons of green space. It's a beautiful city, I must say.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I know I have not been any, haven't been any further east than Calgary. I went to Calgary a couple of times.
yeah,
Actually, when I was in college, I dated somebody and his family was from Canada and he was a year ahead of me. So he graduated and his family moved back to Canada. So he moved with
yeah,
them. So when we were still dating, I went to Calgary. I think I went 3 times basically.
yeah. Calgary's nice, but you live in the mountains, right?
Well, no, I live in a valley,
Okay,
but the
but
mountains are not far away. I'm in the Portland metro area.
okay,
And so it's the Willamette Valley that I live in. And so, but there is like we have the Columbia River and the Willamette River that are really close by.
yeah,
And then we've got the beach. The beach is about an hour and a half to my west.
okay,
And then the mountains are about an hour and a half to the north and east.
All right,
So
that's nice.
yeah, I feel like I can get to like the forest and the mountains and everything all within a couple of hours
Oh, that's good.
or less. Yeah.
I live right on the river. The river's right out my window. I'm right
Oh,
on
neat.
the ocean. Yeah, I'm dying here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. You love to go to BC. I want to go rock hounding there. Yes, yes. Rock hunting, around hounding, rock hunting, or wrong rock hounding is all good over in BC. I must admit.
Hmm.
Yeah, if there's one
We
place
do
I
have
would
a
tell
brew
my
type
daughter to go, there's two places I would tell my daughter to go. One, go to
of-
Alberta, go from Alberta to BC on the Highway 1 and go to Hawaii. Those two places are the most beautiful places in the universe. So it's getting to be time to say my love you and leave you. This is something I do every night. Um, Rose, thank you for coming. It was nice to meet you.
Yes.
I think you've been here before, Rose. Eh? Thank you for coming, Mara.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for having me. It was fun to come and chat and hang out. I love it.
Yeah, welcome to come back anytime.
Oh, well, thank you. Be great to have you come over and visit
I would
my
love,
channel as well.
yeah, for sure. I would love to do that.
Oh, let's figure something
Pam says
out.
Mara's about 4 hours from me, maybe a bit more, but not much. Now you live over in the West Coast too, Pam?
Pam lives up in Washington, like I think Eastern Washington or something.
Okay. I like that area.
Yeah, I do. I like Oregon and Washington. So like,
Yeah,
I,
so do I. Yeah.
yeah, I spent more than half my life down in California, and then it's getting pretty close to half my life in Oregon. Maybe one more year.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that part of it. That's why I kept coming back because I love the ocean and I love the mountains, the combination. But I don't like the city of Vancouver. It's too, ugh, it's too city. It's too city. That's what I like
Um,
about Ottawa. We're a city, but it's very relaxed and calm.
Pam says she lives in Eastern Washington in the desert.
Oh, okay. Margaret, so glad to have you. I'm gonna go check you out. You got your rocks going on. Tina, full of castles too. Elgin Street's full of them. There's only one castle, Tina. Let's not exaggerate.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
Yeah, it's a castle. Don Yarndall, thank you for being a member for 2 months, Jerry. I had a lot of fun joining you, Shannon, and I would love to do it again sometime. Thank you, Pam. Dancing. T's dancing. Yay. Yeah, remember to go over and check out Bountiful Crochet Creations. T. T, can you do me a favor and write the word friends all in small letters in the chat? If you would like people to come out and check out your channel, which I want them to. I told you I gotta get you there. I will get you there, girlfriend. I love Canada and I hope to go back one day. Yeah, I like Canada too. Barb Jarvie, member for 3 months. Yeah, she's an OG. She's an OG. What happened to my thing? It skipped forward, I guess. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Oh, it's not letting me say hello to all my people. There's some things about StreamYard that I don't like very much. But
Hmm.
Janet, good night, sweetheart.
Good night, Janet.
I don't know why that happened. Good night, Sarah Bear. Good night, everybody. Alrighty. Oh, don't forget. Come back and leave a comment to win a chance for the monthly giveaway. So I used to be able to write everybody's name down as they came in. That's not possible anymore. You guys are just too popular. So what you have to do is come back after the video's over and just leave a comment or your name or just say hi. That's what Barb does. Barb just comes in and says hi. And then I'll take your names. I'll give you a number. You don't have to remember the number or anything. I do all that part. And then we draw a gift um, once a month for somebody to have a giveaway. So don't forget to come back and do that. What other things do we have going on? Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we have show and share. I'll show you what all my is that I've all my makes and my what I'm making and what I have made, and we have shout outs. If you're interested in getting a shout out, make sure you get a hold of me tonight, or you can do it next week. It doesn't matter. Wednesday is what stitch am I stitching? I have to find a new stitch to stitch on because I'm running out of stitches. I'm not running out of stitches. What I'm running out of is I've got 3 blankets going on. I don't know that I want to start a fourth just for a stitch. Maybe I'll have to make a dishcloth. That's one way I can make a stitch without having to make a whole blanket. Hey, Allie K, you were hiding out, weren't you, girlfriend? Good to have
Yes.
you here. Good to
And
have.
Sharon Loves Purple says good night. She's been listening and practicing a new Tunisian stitch.
Oh, nice. Good night, Sharon. How's she's into oh, see, sometimes I have a real problem with words. Words are hard. Sharon Loves Purple is into where you take a fiber and you don't go like this with it.
Weave it.
Yes. Sharon Loves Purple is into weaving. She got the whole weaving machine and
Oh, that's very cool.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah, she was into that, so that's cool. Yeah, so thank you all guys. So what was I saying? Wednesday, yes. And then Friday we have a members no, not a members live. Friday we have live making art. I'm gonna make some flowers. And Saturday 2 p.m. live with is the members live and we're making a dragon. We're making a dragon. A baby dragon. We're about halfway through making a baby dragon.
Ooh.
So if you're interested in that, that's on for Saturday afternoon. I keep saying I'm going to do a survey, and I'm going to do it right after this to find a time that suits you guys for your members live. Alrighty, take care, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks again for having me.